Hi, I'm Andre, and today in my garage we'll be talking about the reciprocating saw. This particular one is manufactured by Milwaukee and it goes by the name of Sawzall. Other manufacturers will call theirs foxtail saw or just reciprocating saw, although I've never heard anybody say foxtail. Anyways, parts and characteristics. This particular Sawzall without a battery, without blade, will weigh approximately 7 to 8 pounds. Can weigh up to 11 or 12 pounds depending on the size of battery you use. This one would add probably about 1.5 pounds. Parts and characteristics continue. There's a front grip, the shoe. There's a little clamp on either side, adjusts the height of the shoe. Here you'll see a lever. When you open it, lift it up, you're able to insert a blade on the inside. Holding the front stock, we have the rear handle. Two components of the rear handle, actually three if you consider the battery. The first is the safety. There's a toggle bolt that moves across. So when I press down on this side, where it says there's a little padlock, if you can see, that means that the trigger is disabled and it cannot be operated. Conversely, on the other side, if you see there, if I push it in, now the trigger will be operable if I pull on it. And here we have where the battery is attached. The way you attach battery on this particular one, you slide in, it's a piece of interface, and they lock. To remove it, squeeze the battery and remove. Now, the way you put on the battery will vary across manufacturers, but essentially it is the same. This particular Sawzall has a handle also to carry it, or if you're in a tight confined space, you can hang it up, which leads to its application. The reciprocating or Sawzall is not intended for fine finish work. It is essentially a demolition tool or for rough cuts. And you'll find it on most construction sites. Now, as for the blades, it comes with a variety of blades available. What I have here is a very aggressive blade meant for clean wood and fast cuts. This particular one, based on its teeth and the labeling, it says metal. So when you use a Sawzall, it's very important you make sure that you use the right blade for the right job. A reciprocating saw can be used for cutting rough wood. Depending on the blade, if it has nails embedded, you can slice right through them. It's important not to be cheap on the blades. Get good quality blades. Make sure they're sharp. Make sure the blade is straight. If the blade is bowed, and while in the cutting process you hit something hard like a knot, a nail, or the blade hits something that's unforgiving, will not move, the blade will buckle, kick back, possibly creating an unsafe situation. Speaking of safe situations, whenever you use a Sawzall, it is advisable, or you should, wear ear protection, eye protection, and gloves. As you can tell, I'm partial to Milwaukee stuff. Anyways, besides the point, I'm sure a lot of manufacturers make good blades. I prefer Milwaukee. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll quickly demonstrate how to use a reciprocating saw. I'm not going to put in a blade for safety purposes. I don't want to take unnecessary risks. So I'm going to put on my earbuds, my eye protection. So you never want to pick up the Sawzall by the grip because of the trigger. Accidents will happen when you least plan for them. So with a grip on the front, now this part may vary based on the saw you use, but on this one, put it from the back, it clips in, give it a quick tug, make sure it's properly secured. You want to hold the forestock with your non-dominant hand, and your dominant hand, in my case, I'm right-handed, so my right hand will be operating the back, making sure no one is nearby, coming near me. I got a good base. My material's in front. Before I go on, the shoe. You want to adjust the shoe based on what you're cutting. You want the shoe to be touching whatever it is you're cutting. But anyways, as I was saying, good grip on the front stock or front grip. My dominant hand operating. The trigger, your fingers go anywhere near it until you are ready to cut. So, like I'm going to do now with no blade attached. I'm now going to remove the battery because we're done with the demonstration. What happens is, the middle here is where the blades are held in place. And as the name implies, the blade reciprocates back and forth. So, yeah, that is an introductory lesson on how to use the reciprocating saw safely.